Hey guys, thought I'd give you a guest appearance today.
Uh,
Say hi, Noah. This
hi,
is Noah Collin.
geometry
He's
class.
already passed geometry. You just want to say
It's a
hi.
party. It's a party.
It's a party. All
Yeah.
right, here we go. Okay, there's no printout for this one. It's just a quick example. Like I told you today, I was going to do this one in class, but with the snow day, I just went ahead and I'm going to record it for you real quick. Um, the next part of section 4 from chapter 7 is just saying this. If the angles are congruent, in other words, if AD bisects angle BAC, if that's true, then this length and this length are proportional to this length and this length. Okay? It's the same thing. Fraction equals fraction, over and over and over. So let's do an example here. In this picture, you'll notice that SQ bisects this angle, and that's why they put the little red arc marks there. That tells you that the angles are congruent. And since they're congruent, we can now write a proportion for this length and this length and this length and this length. And it's going to look like this. X minus 2 over x minus 5 equals 32 over 40. Again, I think this is the easiest section of the chapter because it's just fraction equals fraction. As long as you put the things in the correct places, you should be good to go. All right, remember from section 1, when we cross multiply, we're going to have to distribute. When we distribute, we're going to multiply the 40 by x minus 2 and the 32 by x plus 5. It's going to look like this. 40x minus 80 equals 32x plus 160. And we can use our Algebra 1 skills to simplify that. Simplifying by subtracting 32x from both sides and adding 80 to both sides gives us 8x equals 240. Dividing both sides by 8, we get x equals 30. We're going to substitute 30 back into the original equation because they wanted us to find PS, which is the distance from P to S. So when I substitute 30 in, I get PS equals 20. I can also substitute 30 into the expression given to me for SR. Notice they're not congruent, so be careful with that. It's not that the x minus 2 equals the x plus 5. We're going to plug in 30 and we get that SR is 35. Let's do one more of those. So we're going to do the check it out here. We're going to realize that since the angles are congruent, that means this is a bisector and we're allowed to use the theorem. Since we're allowed to use the theorem, we're going to set up our ratios. We're going to put 4.5 over y over 2 equals 8 over y minus 2. And we're going to do cross products first. When we take 1/2 y, or y over 2, and multiply it by 8, that gives me 8 divided by 2, which is 4. And that's where we get the 4y. On this side, we're going to distribute the 4.5 into both of these, so we get 4.5y minus 9. Subtracting 4, or simplifying by getting all the y's on one side and negative 9 on the other, dividing by 1/2. Negative 1/2, we get y equals 18. Plugging that back into the expression, we get DC, which is 18 over 2, equals 9, and AC, which is y minus 2, equals 16. Okay, now let's see if we can apply it. You guys are going to do 2 exercises shown here. I'd like for you to redraw the pictures, please. And then I do want you to write down one thing. I want you to write down, why is it okay for this one, for us to do fraction equals fraction, or to set up a proportion? Like, what about the picture in 6 and 7, do you see, that tells you it's okay to set up the proportion and that these sides are proportional? All right, I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good night.